Welcome to Saw Masters, the final frontier of wood power. From felling giant trees to unstoppable machines tearing through the wilderness, this is raw power in motion. Get ready. Welcome to Saw Masters. Spalt-fast lift, steel claws, the power to split oak. Amidst a scattered pile of oak logs, the bi-stingy spalt-fast lift stands out with its sturdy gripping claws made of thick steel and a powerful clamping force. The claws open wide, fully enveloping a large oak log, then slowly tighten like an unyielding iron hand. The operator gently lifts the log and precisely positions it for splitting. Once the claws hold firm, a strong pushing force drives the log into the splitting blade, cleaving the tough oak trunk into even, square sections. Each piece falls onto the yard, ready for the next processing step. The spalt-fast lift is more than just a splitter. It combines the flexibility of the gripping claws with the strength of the splitting blade, making it an optimized machine for handling heavy oak processing tasks. The 2-Tyrex hydraulic log splitter operates smoothly with a simple yet effective control lever system. The operator lifts the lever, immediately triggering a powerful hydraulic push that presses the log firmly against the sharp splitting wedge. The wedge quickly and decisively splits the log cleanly in half, producing a clear cracking sound. Each half separates rapidly and neatly. This process repeats continuously, ensuring high splitting efficiency while maintaining operator safety. At a small wood yard bathed in late afternoon sunlight, a homemade log splitter and wood brusher machine works diligently. Though rustic in appearance, the machine is solidly built and combines two functions: splitting logs and brushing wood surfaces using a rotating drum or bristle mechanism. With a firm pull on the control lever, the operator activates the entire system. The hydraulic push drives the log hard into the horizontal splitting blade, cracking the wood cleanly in half. The split pieces are then fed into the brushing unit, where bark, dust, and debris are quickly swept away, revealing clean, smooth wood. The air fills with a blend of engine hum, cracking wood, and the steady whirl of the brushing drum, a vivid scene of handmade machinery at work in a lively, practical lumber yard. The wood cutting and splitting machine stands like a powerhouse in the lumber yard. With a solid steel frame and a powerful hydraulic system, it operates with sharp, forceful movements, leaving no room for hesitation. A large log is placed on the platform. In an instant, a sharp saw blade slams down and slices through the wood decisively, the screech of metal against grain ringing through the air. Immediately afterward, a strong hydraulic push At a lumber yard filled with large logs, the super-built firewood processor is running with remarkable power and precision. With its modern design, bold color, and advanced hydraulic system, it performs like an industrial-grade machine built for relentless wood splitting. Logs are loaded onto the feed tray, where an automated mechanical arm clamps onto the log and pushes it toward the saw blade. The blade drops swiftly and cleanly, slicing through the wood in an instant. Right after the cut, the hydraulic ram drives the log piece into the splitting wedge, which can be star-shaped or multi-blade depending on the setup. In just a second, the large log is transformed into multiple small, evenly sized firewood pieces. This process repeats continuously without pause. The finished wood is pushed out onto a conveyor belt, while sawdust and small debris fall into a lower collection bin, keeping the workspace clean and efficient. In a spacious lumber yard, the Pro 28C log splitter stands firm, ready to take on heavy-duty work with pinpoint accuracy. Its solid frame, powerful hydraulic system, and razor-sharp blade define the strength of this pro model. The operator gently pulls down the control lever, instantly activating the hydraulic ram, which pushes the log forcefully forward. The long log is driven straight into the fixed steel splitting wedge, and upon contact, the log cracks cleanly, either in half or into quarters, depending on the wedge setup. The machine works rhythmically, with consistent pressure and clean execution. No shaking, no wasted movement. The split pieces fall into a collection zone below, or are pushed aside neatly, forming organized stacks of firewood ready for transport. Under the bright industrial yard sunlight, the Beaver Equipment 1200mm firewood processor is operating with tremendous force. With its heavy-duty build and integrated cutting and splitting system, this machine is a true mechanical beast built to handle massive logs with speed and precision. Long logs are loaded onto the conveyor bed, where a firm gripping mechanism holds them in place and pushes them directly toward the massive 1200mm circular saw blade. The blade spins at high speed, screaming through the wood, slicing each log. On a sunlit open yard, the bold red brute force 20-30CS firewood processor stands like a powerful block of machinery, tirelessly at work. Purpose-built for cutting and splitting firewood, this machine features a razor-sharp circular saw paired with a precision hydraulic system. Each log is placed on the feed deck, and the spinning circular saw slices through the wood with a sharp, clean cut. Instantly, an automated pusher feeds the cut section into the splitting wedge, reducing it into evenly sized firewood pieces. The entire process runs smoothly and powerfully like a well-tuned mechanical rig. The operator monitors and controls from a safe distance, while the screech of the saw and the crack of splitting would echo across the open air. The brute force 20-30CS delivers not just reach strength, but also surgical precision, making it a top-tier choice for mid to large-scale firewood production. In the heart of a cold winter landscape, the bright red Eastimade 48C firewood processor stands out against the pure white snow like a mechanical giant from another realm. Snow covers the yard, the wind bites through the air, but the machine works steadily, powerfully, unfazed by the cold. Massive logs are lifted by the feed deck, and the hydraulic ram forcefully pushes each log into the sharp central splitting wedge. With a clean, crushing motion, the thick log is shattered into neat firewood pieces, while wood chips and vapor rise from the cold timber like mist in the frozen air. The Eastimade 48C, built for the toughest, densest logs, performs flawlessly even in sub-zero temperatures. The operator, seated comfortably in the control cabin, moves the levers with precision, while the machine relentlessly cuts, splits, and delivers. The yard echoes with the hum of the engine and the crack of braking wood, a rhythmic winter symphony of power and precision. Right next to a modest house in a quiet setting, the FP480FR firewood processor in bright green stands out like a vibrant engine of purpose. Though not massive in size, the machine radiates strength and reliability. A man stands beside it, confidently operating the control lever. Each log is fed onto the in-feed table, where the fast-spinning circular saw makes quick, clean cuts. Immediately afterward, a hydraulic ram pushes the cut section forward into a sharp splitting wedge, breaking it into uniform firewood pieces. The machine moves in a steady rhythm, cutting, pushing, splitting again and again, without pause. Sawdust drops below, while neatly split firewood is stacked nearby. In the calm surroundings, the hum of the engine and the crisp crack of splitting would become the soundtrack of hard-working simplicity. In a bustling work environment, the bright red firewood processor with a circular blade roars to life with impressive power. The steady hum of the engine fills the air as the gleaming steel circular saw spins rapidly, slicing through timber like a knife through soft bread. Logs are fed one by one onto the conveyor, gently carried toward the cutting blade. Upon contact, the high-speed rotating saw slices through each log cleanly and decisively, sending fine sawdust and tiny wood sparks flying into the sunlight. The freshly cut section is then pushed by a hydraulic ram into the splitter, where it's broken down into neat, uniform. The Spaltfix K415 Posh, compact yet powerful, is engineered to streamline the firewood processing workflow with remarkable efficiency and precision. From the outside, it appears clean and minimal, but inside lies a coordinated sequence of robust mechanical operations. Each log is fed into the machine via conveyor or manual input. As soon as the log reaches its set position, A sharp circular saw blade swiftly drops down and slices the log into even segments. Without delay, the cut section is pushed directly into the splitting unit, a robust steel wedge, often in a box or star configuration. With high-pressure hydraulic force, the log is pressed firmly into the splitter, instantly breaking it down into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The entire cycle, feed, cut, split, output, runs smoothly, efficiently, and without chaos. No excessive dust, no uncontrolled noise, just clean, powerful, synchronized motion. The SpaltFix K415 is an ideal solution for small to medium firewood operations that demand performance, safety, and compact design all in one reliable machine. Building a horizontal log splitter using a kit from West Hydraulic. The machine is in action, mounted on a sturdy metal frame. A powerful hydraulic cylinder pushes the logs against a hardened steel wedge. With each pull of the lever, the wood snaps cleanly, splitting into 2 or 4 pieces depending on the setup. The operator carefully places each log on the bed while the wedge slices through with impressive but controlled force. Splinters fly, the engine hums with vibration, and the entire system works with robust efficiency. The two-tier log splitter, Type 2, features a unique dual-ended design, 2 splitting heads mounted on opposite ends of a single hydraulic pusher. On one end, a sturdy single split wedge divides logs cleanly in half, while the other end holds a multi-split wedge capable of breaking wood into multiple uniform firewood pieces. Both ends work in perfect synchronization via a powerful hydraulic system. As the machine powers up, a full log is positioned dead center, resting securely on the steel cradle. The hydraulic ram pushes forward, driving the log simultaneously into both ends. On one side, the sharp wedge slices the log cleanly in 2. On the other, the opposing end presses the log into a multi-way splitter, breaking it into several smaller sticks, all in a single motion. Then, the ram retracts, pulling the remaining log section back to center, ready for another double-ended split in the next stroke. This clever design doubles productivity, maximizing each hydraulic cycle by delivering a split at both ends. It's a powerful, time-saving solution engineered for high-volume firewood production. Posh SpaltFix K440, a firewood processor working under the sun, where steel meets light and power. Outdoors, beneath the warm morning sun, the Posh SpaltFix K440 stands at the center of a log yard, glowing in its signature green-orange colors. Around it, freshly cut logs line up in order, waiting. The machine stands firm, a mobile powerhouse designed to handle tons of timber each day. As the operator activates the system, the first log glides into the feed chute. The long chainsaw blade hums, a short screech, then slices clean through the wood with sharp, deliberate precision. The timber splits effortlessly, as if torn apart by a heated steel ribbon, the blade running smooth and steady. Instantly, the cut log shifts into the integrated splitting chamber. A rotating star-shaped wedge spins into action, dividing the log into equal parts like a steel wool slicing pie. The firewood drops cleanly into place, dust rising gently in the golden light. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp, cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. Amid a frozen timber yard blanketed in white snow, the red Weidemann 1240 stands out like a spark of fire in the icy landscape. Mounted on the front is the Hahn HFP 150 Compact, a compact firewood processor packed with power, ready to tackle the frozen oak and pine. The machine moves toward a large log resting atop the snowy ground. With a precise pull of the control lever, the hydraulic arm guides the log into the cutting chamber. The spinning blade bites into the wood with a sharp, icy scream, like steel slicing ice. Moments later, the log is pushed hard into the splitting wedge and crack. The frozen timber bursts apart, split pieces tumbling into the snow, releasing steam as warm fibers meet the freezing air. Cold wind whips across the scene, carrying sawdust and mist, while the machine works on relentlessly. In this harsh landscape, the Weidemann 1240 and HFB 150 Compact are more than equipment. They're a symbol of strength, durability, and efficiency in the heart of winter.
talk to you guys about this performance-built 27-ton log splitter because it was the best $1,000 I have spent to date.
Performance-built 27-ton log splitter. Compact and convenient, but demands physical effort. The performance-built 27-ton log splitter is a compact, easily transportable machine, perfect for users needing flexibility and mobility across different work sites. However, its main drawback is that the operator must manually position each log under the splitter, which becomes challenging when handling large, heavy logs. This requires significant physical effort and can slow down the splitting process, demanding patience and care. Still, with a powerful 27-ton splitting force, this machine reliably gets the job done, making it an ideal choice for small to medium-sized wood processing tasks.
So, got some dead, dry cherry there, but just did a huge cherry round, and that was the very last thing for the bell flare, which sometimes those pieces can be nice and gritty. I got a piece of locust with a really nasty crotch. Good. Good jump. See how she does here. See how she splits this bad locust. As you guys saw, works pretty well. It's not like 38 ton or whatever 40 ton it's gonna blow through big nasty wood, but it's also $1,000 bucks. So for me, I'll just noodle up any big wood that I have with a chainsaw. It's easy. I actually keep all the nice small prime size stuff like that 90% of the time for myself because I have a tree service. But that big log, I just brought that out because I wanted to show you guys that it'll split some big nasty stuff too. That's just wow.
Conewood splitter, the power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The Conewood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The Conewood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. Splitting 80 centimeters thick logs with the Lasco cone splitter, power forged in shape. Massive logs, up to 80 centimeters thick, are positioned precisely for splitting. The Lasco cone splitter springs into action, its sharp blade like a razor's edge, but the true force lies in its powerful cone-shaped tip. The pointed cone slowly drills deep into the log, delivering relentless, penetrating force. Every millimeter of the timber is torn apart with ruthless precision. The cone not only drills deep but also expands the wood fibers, causing cracks to fan out like lightning strikes, decisive and fierce. The Lasco cone splitter isn't just cutting, it's launching a precise, mighty assault, where the unique shape of the blade combines razor sharpness with brute strength, achieving unmatched efficiency on even the largest, toughest logs.